In its at first main upgrade on environment changing in nearly 10 years, the Met Office space has alerted of considerable heat rises in the many decades front. It says how by the highest emissions script, summer temperature could be heat by 2070. The chances of a summer as hot as 2018 are about 50% by 2050. One key drawing in the paper is the growth in summer temperature, up to heating pad rather than the ordinary among 1981 to 2000. The would just occur, onto the Met Office space, if the planet was to go on growing emissions of carbon sequestration dioxide, quite rather than reduction them as largest governments plan. So for a centre position in England love Nottingham, the Met Office space says how, by a top emissions next, wherever hothouse gases liberated in the ambience above upcoming many decades are at the top end of all probable scenarios, temperature could growth by among 2. For some centre locations in the nations of the UK, down there are such ranges of designed heat rises. In Scotland, at Pitlochry, the summer growth ranges up to heating pad. About Aberystwyth in Wales, they band up to heating pad time. Cookstown in Northern Ireland could be 0.8 to heat. But though by a low emissions script, the Met Office space says how the UK will see an growth in the ordinary annual heat of up to by 2100. Summers as hot as the one fair history, are potential to be really overall, in a 50% opportunity of happening. In very hot summers love the years, in the 1990s how was a less than rather than 5% opportunity of receive such, told Met Office space head scholar Dr. Stephen Belcher. Currently we are up to a 15 to 20% opportunity. By 2050 how's a regular summer by deceased age it depends which we do on hothouse gases. These heating pad summers of the next are potential to be lot drier too much, in ordinary summer precipitation events falling down by 47% by 2070. Winters could be heating pad by up to but they will as well see more than precipitation events, growing by up to 35% by 2070, by the lowest emissions script. Grown sea levels are as well one of the ensuing consequences of a heating pad planet, and on to the paper, they could growth by meters in London by 2100. The paper says the UK is set to see an growth in both of the rate and significance of excess water supply levels. This UK 18 forecasting our future testimony how we will see more than excess weather in the next, we requirement to get ready and adjust currently. Environment changing impacts are already creature thick felt in the recording books creature dewritten, told Emma Howard Boyd, armchair of the environmental agent. This environmental agent cannot side up the nation, but will be at the foreground, defending communities, house elasticity and responsible to incidents. Environmental Secretariat Michael Gove praised the new research as an priceless instrument as it will assist in decisions on big infrastructure facilities. It is precise how the Earth and its weather patterns are change up our eyes, he told, launch the paper at the Scientific Museum in London. We aware, more than rather than always up, the urgent of operating. Mr. Gove has been tension how Britain has a nice path recording on environment changing, possessing cut emissions by 40% with 1990 time ongoing to increase the economics. Yet, some policy figures say how the new paper underlines how lot more than is necessary to be made. These forecasting color a destructive image of which environment collapse tool for the UK if we go on downward the way we're at, told Verdantside MP Caroline Lucas. Michael Gove's obscure say of mitigation the lowest impacts of floods, droughts and storms are far of encouraging. Several researchers were as well crucial of the paper, proverb how it gave the experience how scientists can offer more than part on the next rather than is probable. This paper feeds our wish for specifics and for top solution pictures, told Professor David Stainforth of the Grantham Institution on Environment Changing and the Environmental. It is precious in earning to lifetime the types of changes we wish to escape. It is, yet, relying on study at the end of research insight, with methods whose dependability has been surveyed. It is not safe and strong in the way how expertise of the environment changing risk is, so it creates its own risks.